Hey everybody, it's BlueToad. Good to see you all. Hello CJ, good to see you. Subscribes for the 3rd month. No, but I know I haven't been here in a while. It's all good. Appreciate the sub. Hope your day is going well. Also, if the stream just like dies, it might just be because my computer exploded. I don't think it likes me streaming the game on my that I'm playing on my computer at the same time. So it's fine, probably. But yeah, I might have to kill the music thing entirely just to make sure that my computer survives a little bit longer. But yeah, gonna be playing some Questmaster, which is really good. And they've added some stuff since last time I played, which was like December. Let me return to the desktop to get started. But yeah, my computer's like really struggling with this and streaming stuff at the same time with OBS. Oh, I thought the desktop meant the other one, the title. I know exactly what I'm doing. Let's bring that back. Gotta give it a minute to, yeah. But yeah, there's no pressure to be here, but I appreciate it. I've also been playing a lot of Mario and Luigi Brothership recently, which I think a lot of people are trying to avoid spoilers on. Just like in general. Which is understandable. I need to like vary up my schedule maybe, but I also want to get through Brothership so I can move on to something else. Play other things. I'd have to stream more if I wanted to vary up my schedule, but also, like, time. But anyway, Questmaster. Let's play. Also, it's gonna be weird playing keyboard and mouse for a stream game. This is fine. We got a monkey. It can fly. Just like real life. I missed a few events, I think, possibly. Because we had Easter. Hey, back to check on the eggs. We do have another egg here. Oh, it's hatching. We got a snowman. Like a duck face, kinda. Miss Chill. And that's also something I should get back, considering I'm pretty near the end. Do it. It's good. We've just got a snowman following us. See if I can do the shell game. Today's prize. I'm paying attention. This one. Got a ring. Don't know what it does. Gotta get it appraised. I don't know what's changed around town since last I played. Let's go to Lucky's Locks. Hello. Thank you for the key. Let's see what we get. Start with this one. Oh, that's it. Cool. I'm feeling lucky today. Got nothing. Seems like my computer really doesn't like the large areas the most. Could you appraise the rings for me? Let's see. Halves damage from drowning in mud. Turn with rings to appraise. Also, I don't think the last time I was here that I rolled into the potted plant thing here. Maybe I did. Can't do that though. I'd love to see if there are secrets around things, but I don't think there are. Also, I believe this game is in early access now. Because they've got a whole bunch of stuff planned leading into its full release. So the snowman flies in like a sled thing. I wonder what they're going to do with the full release. Also, I think this is open now. Boing oing. There's rumors that you can perform a quick spin if you spin around quickly before slashing. Oh, interesting. Oh, very interesting. I did not know that. It's a bit difficult to do that with... what's it called? Keyboard, but that's cool. I didn't mean to do that, but there seems like there's nothing new here either, so... I don't think it has been in a while, so that's pretty good. Don't have to worry about it. Let me go see what else we can find. I want to look at the guards this way again, because it's been a while. I don't think it's opened up yet, but I want to look at it. Also, there's a rabbit guy. Hello, rabbit. Hello, I'm Flopsy. Can you find all 15 eggs I've hidden? Don't try to look for them all at once. Come back when you found all of them. So there are eggs to find. And now I'm gonna spend all my time looking for the eggs, I guess. I have no idea where to look. Did I just see an interact? I don't know. It's supposed to be a ring that increases your luck. Like, I don't know if the Easter eggs, I assume, are, like, just around, or if I need to bump into things for them. But I guess that means that I don't miss the Easter event, which is good. And actually keep doing it. I don't know if they're gonna be inside of anything. Or maybe we have to find them in dungeons. I feel like that would make more sense, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case. I'll go back there. What? That's fine. Now, if I was the devs and I wanted to hide an egg somewhere, where would I hide it? Probably in those mushrooms down there, but I don't know if that's... yeah. How likely is that actually, though? That doesn't look like there... it doesn't look like there is. There's a thing here, though. That's an egg. Okay. So they actually just look like eggs. More obvious than I thought. There's another one. They also seem to be visible, so that's good. Gotta really look for them. But also, it's probably gonna be better to come back and just, like, work on that as we go. Now I have to keep my eyes peeled for eggs. I'm completely distracted, in case you couldn't tell. I've been wanting secrets, and now I've got secrets. Now I can't help myself. There's an egg there. That's 3. I can't remember how many they said there were. There'll be a fair few there. Another one there. Only remember fishing back here back in the day. Wonder if I'll ever be able to catch... I'll be able to fish here again. Maybe. The eggs seem to be mostly hidden behind things. I should probably actually get into dungeon building though, because there's a lot of things that they added, and I need to actually figure out what is what. I wonder if they're going to hide them in buildings as well. I don't know. Anyway. Let's start a new dungeon just to figure out what's new. I believe there's a new level theme. So, let's go to themes. Dewdrop Roots, Sandswept Ruins, Gustwind Palace, Deep Coral Cove, Coldfang Grotto, Moonlight Brambles, Thundervault Bastion. Oh, and it's raining! That's really cool. And Emberstone Quarry, which is over here for some reason. I thought that was somewhere else on the list. But this is cool. I like storms. Storm's good. It makes it very hard to see what's actually new with that theme, though. So let me go to a different one and look at the menu here. We have honey now. Prevents objects from jumping and breaking. I think we already had ice. Stick that all around. That's really cool. I don't think there's any new door types. I have to check all of that. Doesn't look like it. There's a lot to this. Waterfalls I don't think have changed at all. I said there's a lot of changes and I haven't gotten to any of them yet, but they're there. Chests I don't think have changed. Pedestals I don't think have changed. Although I think the pedestal... No, not yet. We have these fragments. I don't know what the fragments mean exactly. I guess we have to get, like, multiple fragments to unlock different things. I think the sword coins are different. Slightly. Maybe not. They're different color now, so... I know that there's a new key. The skeleton key unlocks all locked doors or locked blocks. Which is cool. Basically a key that will unlock everything. Also, we can freeze things. I believe that was in the last update they looked at. But there's also a new menu here for objects, but I don't think it works on, like, items that we can get. So we'll look at that with enemies, mostly. But the wings can now, like, sub-menu into different types of making the item float or whatever. For different hazards, basically. I might leave the key in there just so I see it. Keep track of what's what. We got the silver gauntlets, which I think we saw last time because we could push stuff around with it. But there's also the golden gauntlets. I'm pretty sure we looked at that last time. It's been like 5 months, so forgive me for not remembering anything. Still very cool. Also, with the new menu thing here, so we can make enemies do fire damage, shock damage, we can make them gold, to amplify stats like speed, health, and damage, but they can also be cursed to curse targets, and ice to freeze targets. So we can do that, which is really cool. It's like a much better menu for the different types of enemies. But we can also do that to pick-upables, which looks really cool. Because we can basically do that to anything. But, like, it doesn't affect how it actually works. I don't think. So let me actually, like, pick up the sword here. But it just, like, becomes a regular sword if we do that. No fire involved. But it makes it look really cool, so... That's basically the reason to have that. Why is the game... Oh, there we go. That's basically the only reason to ever... make an object on fire or something, is just to make it look cool. Let me actually check some stuff again. You also can't put a fire sword into a pedestal yet, so maybe that's why. Maybe there's like still some things that have to work out before you get special weapons and items and stuff like that. I don't know. The rod has an ice rod now. Spawns one ice block that you can push. That's interesting. Could be good for puzzles. I think there's anything else new here that we hadn't already looked at. Tornado Rod. I think we might have seen that previously. Spectral Rod. Shoots out one Spectral Blast at a time. Probably works like a Fire Rod, but spectral. Put that with other things we've probably looked at already. Bombs. I think we've already looked at the remote bombs. There's so much stuff to this I have to figure out. Pretty sure we already saw the ice boomerang as well, actually. Those all seem normal. The lantern has an ice lantern or freeze flame lantern. I think freeze fire is a new thing. So, lights up your surroundings, but also allows you to light up freeze flame braziers. I feel like I can't remember, I can never tell if I'm saying that word right. But basically we have a freeze flame brazier, which we can turn off and then light it up with the new lantern, basically. But I might just, like, set that to that. We can also freeze a lot of objects to just, like, need to be melted first. I don't know if we can unfreeze it with the freeze flame lantern, though. No. So, like, if we freeze that, it just does nothing, basically. Unless maybe we get a different thing to thaw it out, so... Also, we can make it look like it's under fire, or ice, or electric. That's gonna be really cool to just do. Even though I don't think it's gonna affect it, it'll be just cool to see it. Basically. Just like setting random objects to fire. That's just like another thing with the like, the wall-mounted things. We can just like set up to electric or something. I don't know if that works with any of these other things here, but let me check. No. Birdhouse, that's cool. So it's mainly like just stuff that we interact with that can be elemented, basically. Let's see. We have the rings and ring boxes as well, which I didn't realize that the hero's ring doubles damage received and prevents hearts from spawning, which makes the previous dungeon that I did much harder. I think we're on to enemies then, probably. Obviously, there's the new way the elements work. The menus are a lot smaller because of that, which is pretty good. Let me check if there's any new types of variants to things. I don't think that's new. The main thing is the elements to do different types of elemental damage, which is really cool. That's about the same. I think most of these are the same, but let me check what the elements are. Actually, that's probably another thing. I think there's some enemies that weren't gold before, but now can be gold, which will be interesting. Let me see if that's applies to bosses as well, because I've not checked yet. I think it does. Oh no, they've just made things so much stronger now, which is probably good. Any new variations on the bosses? I don't think there is. Other than the elements, obviously. We have, freeze slide now. Which basically, if we hit this, if I spawn myself in, we'll just send it flying around all over the place. If it knocks into anything, it also does damage to itself, but also the enemy. And can freeze us and anything else, so we gotta be careful. Also, this boss gold looks really cool. But yeah, that's an interesting enemy that they added in. I don't think it was there before. I think that's the only new enemy there, actually. We got Fire Elemental now, which moves along walls and inflicts burn. But it's also got variants for a Shock Elemental, which I guess we could also probably also change its element, possibly, but I'm not sure how that works, if it works correctly. But it basically just moves along the wall and keeps going. Also, that still shocks us, even though it's spectral. So that's something to just keep in mind, I guess. Pitfalls, wooden trapdoor. Let me check that. See if that's different. Metal trapdoor. What happens when you're carrying something? I've never checked that, I don't think. We can also just make it open. Can't make it elemental. That's pretty good. We got metal bars, which spins around the center like a flame bar. But pushes objects away. I think that's new. I'm pretty sure. I didn't mean to grab that. I got pushed into it. Also, just for stream things, I changed early crew. It's no longer early crew, basically. I just left the hi I'm here and hi I'm lurking, basically to be that, but not be anything special more than just saying hello. But I've also added or changed early crew to be power moons now. You can get multiple per stream as well. There are 50 power moons available per stream for anyone to grab. And you can grab multiple, so I don't think there's any limit on that. But yeah, it just increases the total. I thought it'd be a cool thing to just, like, have. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a good play or not, but yeah. That's a new change, because I was just getting annoyed with the, Why is there a hole there? It's fine. I had some trouble with the early crew giving to multiple people, which I changed, but, like, I was gonna change it anyway at some point, probably. Let me see if there's anything else new here. Pots? Anything new here? We can make them on fire now. I don't think that affects the player, though. It just looks cool. Oh, and it burns enemies. So we can actually make extra weapons, kind of, in a way. But only if it's, like, something we can throw. Wooden crate. I think we've always had metal crates as well. Electric crate. Does nothing, but looks cool. Like, we can make entire new themes, basically, almost. That's another thing I wish we could do, like, have more control over the room themes. Maybe eventually. Hang on. I'm not sure if this was a thing I looked at last time, but we can set up a hole now. Actually, this might have been a thing last time, if I think about it. We can make a bottomless hole here. So if we dig it, I'm pretty sure this was here last time. If we... Has that always been a thing, or am I crazy? I'm sure that was new. Maybe I looked at it last time and I just forgot completely. Make the shovel spectral. Not that it does anything. But if we dig this up, if I don't get pushed away, I'm getting pushed into the wall. Good to know. Also, the freeze elemental, the freeze slide, oh my goodness. The freeze slide can also go into walls sometimes and just bug out, so that's just a thing to be aware of. I can't spectral, the spectral effect actually stops me from using my weapon. That's interesting. But if we dig up a bottomless hole, we can actually go down. Also, I believe the keys no longer float behind us. That was a thing that was there 6 months ago, but also, that's just a regular thing now, where we get keys on the menu, rather than anything else. Shield, I believe we got mirror shield, which is kind of new. Maybe? Not that new. Obviously, the health has all the different food that we can set it to, but we can also set the heart on fire. Or make it cake and shock cake or something. I don't know. Is there any other variations? I thought there was a lot more, but maybe I'm crazy. I should probably look at the Steam patch notes. Interesting. I have no idea what I just looked at. Anyway. We have darkness now, which is like sunlight, which I think was there in the Ice Palace stuff, because we can just like set an area to light, which will melt stuff. We can also set this to spectral, to reveal hidden objects, which could be interesting. It also doesn't melt ice blocks when it's like that, so we can use it as a light source, but not have it melt things, which could be good. But darkness works interestingly. It works like a dark room, but for that area, basically. And of course, like the light, we can also set it to be tied to a switch, basically. So it can turn it on or off, basically. Which is nice. A good feature. But I think it'd be a good way to, like, hide stuff, like walls. Like, if I do that, then that area goes black and it kind of looks like it's just darkness, which could be good. The tombstone. Where's the tombstone? It's just a pushable. What's it look like in a different theme? I guess that's just a tombstone. I didn't realize they added tombstones? I think that's new. It's just a new pushable. That's cool though. I'm all over the place trying to figure this out. Obviously we got the new fireplaces things. I don't think there's any new switches here. That's about the same. Also, I didn't ever like use this multiple carrot people thing, but it's kind of useful for ice blocks. If I figure out where ice blocks are. I think they're actually here. Oh, it's one of the pushables. We can have an ice block put onto a switch and that will count as the switch being pressed by 2 people, which is good. Which probably means you can use regular ice blocks and just a regular person stepping on it to count as 2 people as well. Yeah. This is me showcasing stuff, but also trying to figure out new ways of doing things that I haven't done before. We can use pets now, which I think there's a few things that we can actually interact with. Like the tombstone, we can edit message, so we can actually put text on it. Similar to a sign, but like as its own pushable object, which is cool. I don't know what to put on here. I don't know. He lies. A tombstone. So now we can actually... Oh, we put text on the object itself as well. But we can also set up our pets as like NPCs to talk to as well. Also, what's with the... Curses the player, freeze the player, shock the player, and burn the player for talking to some text object. Does that work with this one as well? Hey, burn targets. Hang on. Just give me a second. That's cool that we can make the NPCs affect the player when we talk to them. But it doesn't work with a tombstone, which is probably good. Interesting. Very interesting. This is a very cramped space for all these enemies and objects doing their thing. Oh my goodness, we also burned, like, / destroyed the ice blocks. Also, that skeleton key has got pushed outside of the universe. Oh, and there goes the freeze. The freeze. The freeze is gone. So yeah, there's a lot of bugs still. But there's a lot of tools, so that makes sense that there would be bugs, basically. Oh my goodness, everything is exploding. And this is just me playing around. It's gonna be a lot of bug testing for things. But yeah, it's cool that we can set up NPCs to talk to. Red and blue switches. Or blocks. Those are the same. Which is good. This is still the same variants on these because there's no new keys. It's cool that the skeleton key will just unlock all of those as well. You can probably make some puzzles around that, maybe. Just think about it. Do I have to actually pick it up, or do I have to actually go open it? I think I have to actually go open it, so it doesn't just open up like that. Which is what I thought it said. Like, I thought it would work like, because of the description. It unlocks all of them, but you have to actually go activate them still. It's a little bit, yeah. Because you could take from that it means it just like opens all locked doors, but no. Multi-checkpoint can be activated multiple times. That's just useful. So can we not activate the regular checkpoints multiple times anymore? Oh my goodness. Ah! Just give me a moment to actually check. Now we can still like go between 2 checkpoints. But the gold checkpoint means we can like hit it multiple times without having to go between 2 different checkpoints. Which just seems like a good update to that. Trying to see what else is here. Turbine exhaust. Changes the color switches? That's interesting. So it could suck or blow, but changes with the red and blue switches. That's really cool. I need to use that more, probably. Spawner. I think that's the same. Conveyor belt. Color conveyor belt, so it switches with the red and blue switches. I think we already had these, like, since forever. I just never used them, basically. I really should. There's a lot of puzzles you can do with those, so I don't know why I haven't. Tornadoes, we can make them fire. It does nothing but looks cool. Obviously the other elements as well. Water lily. Moves in a set direction, transports objects on top of it, and sinks gradually. So it's just like another one of the other ones. Ice platform, I think we've already seen. Got bridges still, which they no longer work quite the same way with certain things, like going underneath them and all that. I have to actually make an area. More area for this to work. Also got rid of the thing. I didn't want to get rid of the thing. I want to keep the thing. There is so much stuff. We can also make the bridge look different now as well. Although I don't think it affects anything. I'm underneath the bridge. That's not what I wanted. So yeah, that just looks cool if we want to make different themes, basically. But the other thing that is very different is the teleporter. Because we now have, like, a ton of variations. We have the, like, the starter blue, red, and green, and purple, I think, were the original ones. But now we also have white, pink, brown, black, teal, and disabled. Okay. That's still a lot. Still gotta remember which ones connect to which. I don't think there's any, like, visual thing for that other than its color, so you just have to remember that, basically. But that is cool that we have new colors for this. Do a lot of visual stuff with that, maybe. We also have the coffins, which, like, revive dead players. We can also freeze them and, like, change their look with the elements as well. So we can get a gold coffin. That's mostly going to be good for, like, themes, obviously. I've already used the ice coffin, or the frozen coffin, for some stuff because it just looks cool. Can be melted with fire. It also weighs down things. That's interesting. Another thing that's new is this hole. A peg can be pushed into it. I assume to make ground to stand on. Probably. Let me move that around. So we can just push that into the hole and walk across. I think we can also set this as like a switch, kinda. Even though it's not in the switch menu, it's more of a getting around thing. We also have the phonograph now. Allows playing different music. So depending, it doesn't matter what theme you're in, you can play a song from a different dungeon type, basically. And I think it's per room as well, so you can have multiple songs playing for different places. I don't think you can have multiple songs playing at the same time. Those are different, right? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you can actually combine songs. Which, if that's the case, is really cool. Nope, that's different. So it must just, like, prioritize one of them. I wonder if you can also tie them to switches. Because if that's the case, which looks like it is... we could get it to switch the music halfway through a room with switches, maybe. Interesting. But we also have the... so we have all of the different dungeon themes here. But we also have the boss music for each one as well. And we also have silence, combat, and victory. So we have all that to work with. You still have to, like, figure out where to put it into a room to make it work, which makes it hard to hide. So I don't know about that, but it is cool. We could probably make it fly and then make it invisible. And then you just, like, never know. But it's gonna be interesting to see how people use that as well. I think that's pretty much everything. There might be some new signs. Question mark? Heart? They seem new. I didn't mean to get rid of that. That's okay. Arrow sign. Slightly new variations, I think, but not much different. Also, having an invisible sign would be pretty cool. Number sign. Those are the same. I'm surprised they haven't merged some of these signs together and, like, just made you better, like, cycle through them. It is useful to better pick and choose, though. It needs, like, a hold down the context thing. Except you already do that, basically. Like, if I will hold this down and then hold this down, it doesn't let me, like, pick another menu thing. But that'd be interesting if they did like that. But I think that is everything new. Probably. I might have missed stuff, but I'm not sure. So yeah, they've added stuff. I have to figure out what this dungeon is later. I want to kind of finish it off and actually, like, make it something. But that seems like a different time. Actually, I'll keep playing. Because we also have the new theme to play with. Oh, that looks so cool, though. And of course, we can also bring in rooms from past dungeons. Which would be cool to actually, like, build a whole dungeon through that. Especially if I could get it, like, random or something. Or take suggestions on what rooms to use. Man, it takes a lot to load, but it's okay. Like, it's so cool to, like, mix up the themes, which is why I hope we can eventually, like, have different room themes in one dungeon. I wanted to load a different room, though. Where is it? Where'd it go? Which room is it? This one. It just looks really cool. I want to see how it looks in this theme. Like, this is a cool new theme. It's raining, but it's, like, also, like, dungeon, and it's got its metal grating stuff. I'm definitely gonna have to build a new dungeon with this theme. But let me go back to the other dungeon that I've been working on since the last update. It's supposed to be an ice castle thing, but I haven't finished it yet, so... I started working on it after the last video that I did, which was a while ago. Back in the Christmas times. But I've worked a lot more on it recently, trying to prepare for this stream, basically. I still haven't finished the upper levels stuff. I need to also test it because I haven't actually properly tested it fully yet. How am I gonna... Also, some of the stuff got fixed. Though I glitched a few things because of the tools of just deleting a large chunk of room all at once. There's a few things buggy still here. That's okay. I may do that. But I need to bring this back over here. It might also be cool to leave it like that. Maybe just a little bit. Also, hope when you make something darkness, it doesn't have to take as much effort to render. Just for efficiency. That'd be useful. Because my computer's already struggling as it is. Also, sorry if this is like the worst thing to watch. Because I'm just rambling. Rid of all that. Though I should probably keep a bit of there, but I'll also like... I'll just clean it up for the moment and then... clean up the rest. What did I do? I just did something. How did I delete the underground? Like, I've glitched so much stuff here. It's fine. But we need to... basically just select this area here and delete. Like that. I've made this room too large, so I'm trying to make it smaller. So that my computer can handle it. I do like this room being one continuous room though, and I kind of needs it for the puzzle as well, so I have to keep it like that. Let me clean up these sides here. Have a shadow there. But now let's go... not there. Not there. Not there. There. There's where I want that. It's like a little bit out by like a few pieces. I don't know. I want to make it look like the castle's going off the edge a little bit. It's because this is supposed to be like the top floor-ish. Why? Stop. 3. Also, making a dungeon just takes so much time, so this might not be that interesting just in general. Basically. Apologies. Let me put that there, put that there, and then go to switches, because that's where the light is. We can just make that darkness, but we also want to make sure that the darkness spreads outside of the required area. So it gets all the corners, because it kind of like curves around the edges and only gets halfway through the block, kind of. We actually need to go more than enough to make sure we sufficiently cover it. So now, that kind of looks like it just cuts off, which is good. That's kind of what I want, to make an illusion of there being more there than there actually is. Let me see if I can... I can't speak words. Let me see if I can just delete that and make that look good. Kinda. I think it's too much, though. Still very laggy, though. How about there? Even there? No. I want to hide that wall. So I think that's the best spot. Yeah, cool. It is very laggy. It's fine. Oh my goodness. I just need to make sure the game doesn't crash and it'll be fine. But I think that's most of what I need to actually get through this dungeon complete now. It only took me 5 months to make this dungeon. I hope it's good enough. Should also make some kind of secret to go back for to get some extra health, because the boss might be a bit difficult as it currently is. We get to the boss here. I just might just like make that gold now that we can do that. There's so many things we can do now. I'm probably going to include them in here. I've already included some ice enemies, because we can just make any enemy ice now, which is cool. But other than that, I don't think I need to worry too much. That's tied to enemies. That's tied to that. I just want to make another heart somewhere, but I'm trying to figure this out. The last thing I get is the ability to push blocks there. I already put a heart there. 5 hearts might be enough. Somehow I feel like it's not. Trying to figure this out. Got a ice block puzzle thing in here somewhere, but I don't know how good it is. It's not the best design thing, but it's okay. Let me turn that light back on because I like that there and kind of need it somewhat. We got the flippers, we got the ice lantern, and the... what's it called? The silver gauntlets. I should remember that. Maybe we should just give a free heart close to the end. Just because, maybe. I don't know how to do secrets anymore. It's been too long. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to test it out. Let's see how this goes. Okay. A cool entrance. I also haven't decorated quite as much as I probably should. That's okay. That way's locked off. Can't go that way. Let's go this way. Hopefully everything's where it needs to be. I haven't put a ton of healing items in either. Need to light this up, but we don't have that here. This is such a cool theme. I'm frozen. We can't push this block until we get the silver gauntlets. First introduction of these enemies. Ice platforms. Oh my goodness. I also made the bridge ice or frozen. Huh. Which is cool. So these enemies always hit me. We're fine. Also need to figure out a name for this castle, so... enemies to fight. I didn't test to make sure that it spawns in with the traps, but it seems fine, so... I guess I could light these lanterns to make something happen, but I didn't set up for that. At the very least, it shows that you can use the lantern for that. Also, I have to go back now, don't I? Oh, I can light this up. I don't remember my own dungeon, apparently. That could be a good way to trick myself into doing more things. Get rid of those. More enemies to fight here. And we also have to backtrack anyway, so... although there also has the drop-down spot there, which does go back down into a previous room. Back into the main hub area. Man, this was so thrown together as like a dungeon. But it kind of works. I just made everything up as I went along. Okay, there's a key. And take that down this way now. Except we don't have flippers, so we can't do that, so never mind. I'd have to change that to allow us to do that if I wanted that to be the way to go. That would feel better than having to go back this way, I think. Also, I forgot to fix the fence here. Apparently I destroyed that fence at some point. Let me fix that. And then maybe ice platform. Like that. Except I also want to slow it down. Let's make it very slow. This is dungeon testing, so hopefully it stays where it needs to be when I fall from above. Which also, while I'm like not that far in, I want to add an extra secret thing. So let me put this up here, maybe. But we're going to tie it to a switch. I don't think there's any other switches in this room. So just tie it to red. I'm going to put these in here. Make them ice. Unlit. Doesn't change the room illumination. Put those in like that. It does reward us for backtracking a little bit. I wish I could make platforms spawn in. Can I? I guess I can. No. It doesn't make it spawn in, it makes it move. I want it to spawn in from nothingness, so I can like I can make bridges like spawn in. I think that'd be cool. This doesn't have the opportunity to make it do that. I don't know. Because I want to make like platform I don't know. I think my point's there. Just like I can't think of how the word good. Anyway, let's test. Like, I really liked the theme of the Ice Grotto when we first got it. Ow. So I wanted to make an ice castle. I think I got that. Did alright. Could be better. Oh, they just got rid of themselves. If they collide with anything, they basically just go flying. Sometimes even just a wall will, like, make them take damage and fly off. Also, I'm frozen. I think frozen is cool. That. There we go. Let's grab the lantern. Flying those does nothing. Might light this side now and then come back for the other side from the other side later. Also, I forgot to tie the switches to the... Yeah, I forgot to label the braziers as switches. That's fine. I'll have to do that. This is such a cool game, and they've added so much stuff in the past half a year that I've been playing it. Like, I had so little when I started playing it, and now it's got so much. I don't know if my plan to drop down is going to work. May have to edit it still. Yeah, it's not going to count because it's just a regular floating platform. It has to be actual ground for us to land, I guess. So I'll probably update that when I can. Also, the checkpoint there is probably good because of all the enemies. Yeah, the heart's just there because it is, not because of the things down here. I like having this pit here, though. But now that we have a key, it allows us to go back to the main room. And go to the right side here. Which gives us a pair of flippers. And also this switch here, which raises the water level of this whole floor. Which is cool. So I wanted to figure out how to make this work. So we can go into this room from here. We can go dive down into this hole here. So do the mines actually affect me unless they're... No. Cool. I can just, like, swim past them. Or we can get into this boss fight here. Ow. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. There we go. We only really need to worry about the snake enemy. The wizard is just making bubbles. Ow, that does not work the same way as Link to the Past. Which is probably good. But this is a very small platform. Very small platform. Ow. I might die. Wish I could actually, like, do some damage from the water, maybe. Make some platforms that float around. Possibly. Angry? Not yet. This might be a bad boss room. Just think about it, because I need the wizard to not be under the water. In order to hit him. But that's okay. I think he's just mad now. There we go. Got rid of that one. Ah, the bubbles. I don't want this enemy to be too strong. So it just shoots bubbles which don't do anything. I want to combine the bosses rather than make two really difficult ones. No, stop it. Oh, that does kind of freeze us. Interesting. Could you spawn up here? That'd be great. Oh, that does do a little bit of damage because of the ice effect. Interesting. Which means if he was throwing snowballs, that'd probably make more sense. Good attack. Good stuff. I thought we could just, like, break the bubbles with our sword. There we go, finally. Has a lot of health. But now we can go back through here. And go up to the upper floor again. Get out of the basement. Yeah, checkpoint here. We also get the silver gauntlets, and we can lower the water level again. Because I don't think there's any benefit to having the water level up, and we kind of need it down, so... silver gauntlets now, though. Will allow us to push these ice blocks that we've seen around. Not many, but a few. Another checkpoint. Push this onto the thing. I should have a way, make sure that makes make sure that we can't push the block into the corner because then it just gets stuck. But that lowers those there and over here. So now we can get to the upstairs area pretty well. Let's go ahead and do that. Another checkpoint, even though we don't need it. Ah, but we've got these enemies here. Oh my goodness, lag. Large area is lag. Why is this not doing damage? I'm lagging too much for anything to happen. I should be dying, but I'm lagging too much. I think that says something about how much everything is struggling right now. I'm stuck. It shouldn't even be struggling this much. How does that not work? I wonder if it's because of the platforms that I have over there. Because they don't look like they're working correctly. They seem to have glitched. Even though they shouldn't have. I need to tie this to a thing. Not that one. I want to do that. Something went wrong there. I'm not sure of what. That should work. It's not ideal having just like floating objects, but I can't really do much better than that right now. So, let me go fix a few things then. Why is this room so difficult? Oh, that's why, because it's like a really large room. I wish I could edit the walls a bit better. Like, I like the way that automatically outlines the room, but I wish I could actually edit it to not be that, basically. That's still too close. That might work better. Nope, stop grabbing. Stop grabbing. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Concern. Might need to move another one down. This is why dungeon making is difficult. Yo, Anthony, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am trying to fix the dungeon. Because I broke it. Actually, no. It was like this when I found it. Don't worry about it. What this? This is Questmaster, where you make your own Zelda-like dungeons. It's kind of similar to Minish Cap-like kind of style. But like, I've made this room too big, and now it is laggy. So I'm trying to make it smaller. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. And grab a Power Moon, very nice. You got 1 Power Moons. Me. What happened to the room? It's completely broken. There we go, that should fix it. I hope. It's not exactly the way I wanted this to look, but it's fine. I can't really do much better than that, I don't think. But where did the shadow go? The darkness is gone. I don't know what happened to it. We can make this room a little bit smaller by cutting this off a little bit more. Let me do that. 1 Power Moon. Want to know what I have more of? Sure, go ahead. Also, what happened? What? My dungeon. Why is it breaking? Oh my goodness, the tiles are breaking completely. These nuts. Anthony redeems these nuts. Everybody applaud. Applaud for these nuts. Perfection. Just gonna fix this wall. Very, very well done, Anthony. Now I need to set the darkness again. I think it's like that. I think. And I need to do a similar thing on the other side. Oh, why does that not work? Is it too large? You can only make it so big. That works. Hang on. Why? I guess it just can't overlap with the other room is the thing that's angry with me about. So I have to move this over another tile. I wanted it to kind of align. Oh, actually, it's going to completely break because it's out of line with the floor below. Ah! If it wasn't so laggy, it would just be fine as it is, so... Where are we? What have I adjusted? What did I just do? That there. Those are there, so that's correct again. Okay, so this is a problem. How do I fix it? I could make the rooms less big, or I could try to get rid of the area in the middle. And try and illusion it a little bit more. I have to move the area here. Unfortunately. 1, 2. Is that enough? Something tells me no, but I'm gonna try raising some area and make it fix itself, maybe. What is happening here? Can you see how difficult it is actually to make dungeons? I mean, it's cool that we can make dungeons, it's just very difficult. Just go all the way. And that should separate the rooms again. Oh, it's still too close though. For me to hide that. Also, that's not even a proper pit anymore. Oh, it's completely broken. No, stop. 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 Why do I see a Discord notification? I don't know. One, two. I think that replaced one of the enemies, maybe? If I can make this work now. Oh, stop. That gets too close to there. Maybe I should just make it pit to make it work. Which I think means I can actually move it back there. I was very ambitious with this large room. It just does not work. Ah, pit. Why did I have a hole in the wall? I don't know. Okay. Fill that in. Then fill that in. That might give it a better illusion. Still too close. I forgot about the wall. Don't forget about the wall. Just life advice. Where was this? 1, 2. There should be good. And considering how broken this is already, we should probably just like split this room up in the middle. so it doesn't get worse. How much space do I need to separate these rooms? Decent amount. Can do that there, through there. Then through there, but I think I need another bit of ground here. Okay, and this should separate the rooms. Hopefully. Now I need another. There we go. Cut that in half. To show you the power of flex tape, I cut this entire castle in half. Oh my goodness. And this room has to stay as it is because I need it to work the way it does. Put that shadow there. Put a shadow here as well. That the wall is going to make it difficult. We don't really see the wall in the middle though, but I don't know. Oh, and we can't. Oh my goodness. I'm losing my mind. I'm absolutely losing my mind now. Let's delete this here. Just because we don't actually need as much area on this side. Be able to see things. But we do on this side so we can actually see the puzzle thing there. Hopefully that's good. I think it is. That should be good there. Okay. So we started with one large room. We've now got 3 large rooms. Slightly smaller large rooms, but still, yeah. Also, my frames might be dropping like insanity. But I'm trying. Okay. Let's see if we can actually play now. A little bit, mostly. It's much better than it was before though, so. Okay, so. Make this room smaller. Large rooms are bad. Evil. Evil large. You know? I have actually just gone insane at this point. Don't worry about it. I know I could use the selection tool, but I'm just doing it like this. Okay. Too large. There we go. Set you into the void, and let's play. I forgot about there. Let me fix that. No, I didn't mean to get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah. Unless I make it slightly smaller like that. Means it's only like a small spot to drop in on. That might be the way to go. Let me put in a sign. Like that. This is the thing. Look at the thing. Let's try this now. Okay. Oh, I forgot the other thing as well, didn't I? Yeah, these are still not tied to anything. Let's tie these to that. Also gonna get rid of these and then copy it across, because that just seems to work better. Okay, now we for real. I'm in the wall. Let's see if this works now. After all these years. After being in development for 5 months, mostly just like sitting there doing nothing, but still. Let's see if this ice castle is good. And then maybe I'll make an abomination. Oh, that lights the fire as well. So you could actually, like, without getting the lantern, light the torches. Maybe? I don't know. That is really cool though. Because you could do entire puzzles by lighting the things by throwing something at it, maybe? That's like frozen. Not sure though. Gotta try it out. There's so many possibilities in this game, and it's really cool. Oh, that's another idea. Hang on. I just had a brainwave. I had the brain do the braining. Although I don't know if diving will make it work. But it's fine, so... I want to have a heart spawn here. We make it just like... regular, basically. Just like ice, because it looks cool. In fact, we can actually do that to a lot more things. Just make them look ice to look cooler. But we'll tie this to the lights in here. So that when we light those up, it drops the heart in there. While I'm here, I'm also going to go make that ice. We can make the chest also look ice as well. Just because. We have this themage that we can do now, so we might as well. Can't do it to the checkpoints, but it's okay. Is there anything else that I need to think about? What if we got the boss key frozen? I don't know if we can put it into something else that's... Like, I think that just makes it a regular boss key again. Yeah, so can't make it cool. That's fine. I think we're fine. Probably. Same with that heart there, we can't do the thing too. That's okay. Let's try this again. I'm probably missing something because there's so many things to track. So... here we go. Nice. I got that one. Got that one. Ow. Also, basically those enemies are the DVD logo. They will hit the corner eventually, so you can't hide there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ice platforms under the bridge. Get the third one of these at least. Unless it goes right off the edge, that's fine. Also, I wonder if these enemies can light this. Because if they can, it completely avoids the lantern, which is bad. It's a little bit awkward to try and do, but no, it doesn't work like that. Cool. That's good for us. Combat. Go. Reese Flame Lantern. pops that in there. Can't grab. For now. Oh, did the torches go out? Oh no, wait, we just didn't light any of these, did we? There we go. Another ice heart there. Go up this way though. Stay alive. Ow. Okay, we're good. We could make the keys ice. Not that they matter, but we can. I hope that it doesn't change to make things not work in the future, but it might. Not sure. Or it might just make it harder because the items you collect will hurt you. That'll be funny. But now we don't have to backtrack the same way. Fix that shortcut there. Move up this. Get the flippers. And activate the water, which might allow us to actually grab this heart now. Yeah, that's kind of useful. I didn't update the boss at all, but it might be fine as it is. Also, the water switch adding water to areas is kind of cool. Because this isn't actual normal water, this is a raised water level. Just like, yeah. It's just a raised water level. Ow. Ow. I missed. There we go. That. Also, apologies if the dropping of frames is causing the stream to not exist. Ow. Can I unfreeze? Nope. Guess I can move a little bit. Never mind. No, I can. How did that work? I'll take it. I'm stuck. Door stuck. That's one. And I'm bubbled. Just like New Super Mario Bros. Wii all over again. I really want to play that again. It'd be cool if they made a New Super Mario Bros. Collection. Like 3D All-Stars, but for 2D Mario. I guess All-Stars. New All-Stars. Because they had Mario Bros. All-Stars on Super Nintendo. That's cool. I also gotta play newer Super Mario Bros. Again. They haven't released the new version yet, so that's been in development for quite a while. There we go. Boss is defeated. Let's go through this hole here. And up. Lower the water again. And get the silver gauntlets. Allow us to push heavier objects. I can absolutely push this the wrong way and... No, I can't. What? Oh, I've thought of that. I also didn't think about that with the other block up here. I should probably do that. Why did I remember that you can just push blocks in one direction if you tell them you can only push them in one direction? I don't think I've updated this block yet, though, so I'm not going to tempt fate. Okay, but moment of truth. Was all of that editing of the dungeon worth it? Yes, we can actually play. Nice. Let's launch these things into each other. They're building up speed. Just hopefully they don't go outside of the map, because that would just break everything. That lit the thing for me. I mean, that's good. It's supposed to be a secret, but if it just lights it, that's kind of good. I have to set in some more spots for it, I guess. Also, I think the darkness didn't work. At least not on the right side. Gotta remember to update that. Man, game development must be a nightmare of testing. I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. That's that side done. Go to the left side. Because we got a key. Let's go through here. Fight these enemies. They are absolutely insane. Oh, that's more than another one. We don't need to fight it though, so... Let's go in here and fight these. Again, if they go out of bounds, we're kind of broken. Or the game could crash. Or my computer could freeze. Oh my goodness. Graphics card, no! We only knew ye for a little time. I think that's GG for the game. My computer is not built for this. I don't think. So anyway. How's everyone going? Hope your day's going well. Just let me get the game back up. There are, like, I think it's probably just because I was running it for so long that it finally decided to die. The longer I play Questmaster, the more likely it is to crash. For me, anyway. Let me look at the updates. I don't think there's anything new here. There's the... Darkness. What is there? Why is there a elephant? That's probably just a animal we haven't got yet. Themes, electrifies, dances, roofs. Yeah, I think we covered everything, which is surprising considering how much time it's been. Still. Still though. .11. Let's go ahead and make some more. This is the reminder to save your dungeons while you're making them, so that you don't lose progress. Remember to save in your video games. Where were we? Good news? What's up? Fix the shadow over here. Could probably actually... Oh, I didn't even do it on this side. I just completely forgot about shadowing these two areas, which might actually make it lag completely insane. Lag to insanity, let's go. I'm still broke, but I have a government check for $65.50. My unemployment papers finally came in. Nice. Oh, I did set that to only move in that direction. Cool, that's good. I have to do a lot of backtracking if I don't just give myself stuff to test with. Let me put in some developer things. Don't mind me. I should also better just like give them to the guy. But I don't know if we can give him multiple things to test with. I guess we could also move him to where we were. We were so close at the end as well. I also need to make more use of, like, map and compass stuff. It's more useful earlier on. Ow. I'm in the danger zone. Please. Okay, last one. There we go. I'll push this block now. It's over this way. Then through there. We've got to take out the enemies before we can progress. Unfortunately, I will have to backtrack for any of the hearts I need for the boss. Also, we can actually use the light to see in the darkness. Interesting. I gotta be careful about that, because that might just break things. Put that over there. We need to take out the enemies. That drops down there. Once we take out all the enemies, we can go down here. Which also immediately switches on the switch, so we can actually see in the darkness. The darkness is such a cool new feature. Also, I wonder if I should add in some more enemies to one of these, some of these other rooms here. It's not really necessary, but it might be good. Just so it's not just like a block puzzle. It's not even that difficult, so. That goes over there. I can also probably light these up. No, we can't. Okay, never mind. It's kind of surprising that it won't let me do that. That down there. I don't know if there's a way to break this puzzle. Slide puzzles. This is a very forgiving slide puzzle. So that there, and then through there. Lights up the room. And then here. Let's see if I got this to work. Up there. There. Not there. Gotta push it this way. Down. Yes. And then onto the switch. Which allows us to then push into the hole. Ow. Oh, we can't fall down with it. I forgot about that step. I think I might be stuck here unless I backtrack all the way. I was doing a lot of testing of this, but I didn't actually test all of it because I needed a proper run to actually make it work. Can I walk back? Probably. It means I can also go get a few things I couldn't get before. I think. Ow. I can't believe I'm alive. I can't believe I'm alive. Looks alright in here. Like, it's not the best design for things. That's okay. But I'm trying to make it work, basically. But the other thing we can do... I guess it's actually pretty good if we backtrack like this. I should probably just... Oh no, there was a teleporter, isn't there? I thought there was a teleporter that I said in there. I just must have walked right past it and not realized. Ow. I'm frozen. It's not the game that froze. Also, I didn't like the thing here, so I need to do that myself. But we need to go get that heart as well, so... Just because the boss might be a bit difficult otherwise. How far down do I need to go to get that? We also need to go light the other things, so we get the other heart. We have the flippers already because of developer tools, so... Oh, I can't get through here, though. Oh, actually... I might have blocked myself in completely. Can I go through here? I completely forgot where I was in 3D space. Honestly. Completely forgot. But this is actually a block puzzle room. We were in here before for fighting the enemies to get a key. We can actually do more in here once we let the block drop from above. Which I thought was cool. There's like multiple ways to solve this puzzle as well, so it shouldn't be that bad, but it means it loops on itself a bit. Which could be confusing maybe. Not really. And then down, which drops the heart. Into the water here. Go. Can also do this. I guess we should raise the water level. Actually, no, we need to go around to light the torches to get the heart. We can't do it that way. I guess I'm not getting that heart, maybe. I don't know. Not unless I wanted to backtrack a bunch, but that's okay. But here's the boss key now. I need to fix this. Yes. Yes. I need to fix this because I can't push it away from the wall. Okay, more dev testing. Because there's a thing that we need to get it into to melt it. Make sure your puzzles work. Let me also make sure there's a shortcut. There's not. I thought there was. I really thought that I had set that up, but I guess not. Put this up here, tie it to... star. That should work. I think I need to have it still able to be used, just like not visible. I think it should disappear though, if the other one's not spawned in, so that works. This is quite a dungeon. I don't know if it's good, but it's quite a dungeon. Especially trying to fix everything. Let me also put a few of these in here. Make it blend in a little bit more. I did wonder about more enemies in here. It's not required, but I might just like put 2 more in. Just because. Is there anything else that I needed to change? I don't know. There is so much. I'm very ambitious with my dungeon sizes, I think. Although this isn't like a huge dungeon either. It could be bigger. Things I should not say. I did want to think about platforms in here. That doesn't work the way that I thought it would. Because it's not technically water, so I can't set it up like that. This is the problem I have with the different kinds of water, is that like you can't make platforms float up. Because that'd be useful, but yeah. So I might have to stick with this dungeon boss area as it is. I could try just making the area bigger. Or maybe not. It's not the worst. It's just a bit difficult when we actually need to finish things off. Make the room bigger. And thereby making the platform bigger as well. This is just the basement, so... I think it's supposed to be the same size as the room above, which is why it's specific, but I want to... Just gotta make it bigger to make it work. It doesn't really matter that much. Thinking. I think we're good now, probably. Am I missing anything? Questmaster is insane. Just feel like saying that. I don't think I'm missing anything. Could be wrong. That's also set correctly. Checking things again. I'm double checking because I don't want to have to go through another time. Also, maybe we should. Maybe I'm happy with this. Maybe I'm happy with this. Let me edit some stuff. Single player mapless? I don't know. No, I need to keep these. These are like challenges, challenge modes. I guess showcase because it's like the theme. Nah. Traditional probably. It's very linear, so I was thinking about that as I was making it. It's not really that tricky. I'll leave it like that, I think. Music we can actually set to a different thing. But we're going to set it as Cold Fang Grotto. Okay, so I found the best killer for Dead by Daylight the other night. It's not actually in the game, though. It's a thing I came up with. Interesting. What's the... Hang on. Think of a name that I need to double check. This might break everything. Never mind. My brain came up with nothing. Something that doesn't exist. You ever heard of hear of Until Dawn? Yes. I have. I think? Unless I'm crazy. I might be thinking about something else. Pretty sure I know. Do you know what the monster is in that game? Not really. I mean, kinda. It is a monster. What do you think Until Dawn is? I think it's the one that's like the quarry, but the snow, right? Although I haven't seen a full playthrough of it, so I've watched a fair bit of it though. The monster is the Wendigo. I can't word Wendigo. Oh, there's a Zelda boss with this name. Cold Stare. Boss of the Ice Palace. I want to spell it like the same. There we go. Also might have bumped cable, which might have made sounds, I'm not sure. Kholdheart Castle is what I want to call this. Because it's got like the ice hearts around. I feel like that works. I think Wendigo should be a killer in Dead by Daylight. Everybody dies. Game over. That would be the best monster, sir. Or best killer. How do I publish? I forget how to publish. I think I should actually leave the menu here. And then, like, go to upload. Needs to be completed. Ringless. Start. Because it's like a Mario Maker type deal where you have to make sure it's playable. Then I need to make a thunder dungeon, you know? Speaking of Mario Maker, you should play my levels. I haven't got Mario Maker 2, so I've only got the Wii U one. I've yet to get Mario Maker 2. I really should though, because it looks really good. I want to play the 3D World stuff, which is another game I need to get on Switch as well. It's the Mario 3D World. I love Mario 3D World. It's like the best. To me anyway. Drop that heart there. I assume it's on Mario Maker 2 if you're giving me that reaction. Sag. Like, 3D World is such a good game there. I love it. Can't believe it's so old. I'm turning to dust here. The museum asked me if I wanted to extend my stay. Well, you can't play my Mario Maker 1 levels. Yeah. That got shut down. Jeremy, we're not going through this again. I'm not changing what's called retro. I'm just saying that everything is old, which is true. That's not up for debate. Flippers, very nice. I can grab this. Still gotta be careful of the mines there, so. Not only was the Wii U online service shut down, no played Mario Maker 1, so I don't have any levels on there. That makes sense as to why I couldn't play that then. But do you have Mario Bros. X levels? That's the real question. That's where the real gamers are at. I don't know. Do you even know what Mario Bros. X is? I assume you do. That's a good time. It's been so long though since I played Mario Bros. X. You don't even know what that is. It's a fan game. Kind of based in Mario Bros. 3-esque kind of playstyle, but it's also got elements from different games. And rather than having them like locked to the different like game theme like Mario Maker does, it's like you can use them across the different themes as if it was one theme. And then you just go from there. You can like set the music as something, you can set the background as its own thing. Use any tile set that you want. It's pretty cool. But it's got like a level maker built into it. Probably because the devs used it, but it's like really cool. You can also play as like Link or I think Samus was a playable character in something. I can't remember if that was like the first one or the second one. Because I'm pretty sure they made two. I never played the second one as much though, so. But it was fun to just make levels. Especially with like they had like events that you could set up so you could like script out different things. Like moving blocks. Really cool. You could like set it to like wait an amount of time and then do something. Set the speed at which things move. I'm pretty sure anyway. It's been a while. My first Mario Maker level, Mario Maker 2 level, is kind of trolly. That sounds about right for a Mario Maker level. Just remember to delete your dev door. Or something. Mario Maker stuff. Wish I could do more damage than this. I mean, there might be a what's it called? It's probably a ring that I could use to do more damage. Yo. I could do a lot more with this, like, underground cave theme than the castle that I've built. There's a lot of possibilities with this game. That. Also, the boss is much easier with the extended platform, which I think is good. It's less annoying. If you're trying to stay on the platform the whole time, it'd still be difficult, so. How about let's move that there. I like that the carpet rug thing makes the things drop underneath it. I didn't realize that when I set that up, but it works out pretty well. Checkpoint. Be cool if these could hit the targets for me. But I don't think they will. They might eventually. There's one. Oh my goodness, they're going insane. They got two. Or I can just get the last one myself. Don't even need to worry about finding the enemy, so. Go. Let's go this way. It's actually nice getting to play through the whole dungeon. A little bit laggy in here. Might just be because it's a slightly bigger room. That's fine. Need to take all these out to be able to open the door. There we go. Don't crash again. I beg. I'm fine. One more. There we go. See if I actually fixed everything in here. Like, I did most of this dungeon in the past few weeks. Like, it's turned out pretty alright. With enough time to test and fix things. And see that wall, but it's fine. Why can't I push this? Why can't I push this? Please, no. We can push it back at least. Maybe it's because of the heart. Something else. I tried to make sure that we could actually fix this if it got stuck, so... A little bit. Sounds good. I don't know why I got stuck there, but we're fine, so... Love that I can also catch the enemies on it and get them trapped somewhat. Or push them through a wall. There's so many things that need something. I don't know. Fixing, maybe. Also, I forgot to go back for the other heart block. So I'm gonna have to go back and do that on my own. Trying to remember how to push this the right way. So if I go the other way, I think it loops around. I'm gonna push it into that. Also more enemies in here now. Gotta remember that. You can also push this either up or down. It doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure anyway. So push it up to there. What happens if I push it this way though? Nothing. It just ends up in the same place, I think. Somewhat. So many things to figure out. But I basically have to, like, figure out which corners it collides with and then make it land correctly. Got stuck on the heart. Yeah, you just get stuck on the heart. Okay. Now, do I push it up or down? Let me try pushing it down. I think that's what I made a mistake with the last time, is pushing it up. Because it slightly disaligns it with everything else. And now we can push it to the left and down. I'm learning. If I were to push it up and then... No, I can't push it up. Okay. I thought of that. Thank you, me. I didn't fix the room, did I? Maybe? I hope I did. I did. Panic over. I do probably need to make sure that it locks this in place so I can't get it stuck somewhere else though. So we'll have to still fix this because I can still push it up from here and that would get it stuck. Oh, it's an ice key still. I lied to myself. I thought you can do this. Because it doesn't show, and when you take it out, it doesn't keep its thing. That's really cool then. I should update a few things to match. Also, I wonder if I can make the door frozen. I don't think you can, but it'd be cool. I need to backtrack a ways to get the other heart. So I can have 6 hearts. Checkpoint. This is a cool area, just like on the roof, surrounded by the walls. It's supposed to be on the roof anyway. I don't think it really worked out with the other things I was having trouble with, unfortunately. But it's fine. This way's a lot faster to push it that way, so... Like that, and then down. This also has up to 3-player multiplayer, if the dungeons are designed for it, which is cool. This, like, there's so much. But you also have to figure out how to do a dungeon for 3 people then. Oh, I forgot the lights. For the last heart container. Now we get to actually find out if the boss is actually strong enough or too strong. This is such a cool game though. I could spend a lot of time making dungeons, as you can probably tell already. Another heart crystal. And checkpoint. And now for transition rooms, where we go up. Because that's good, I guess. I like transition rooms. There's the boss door. Let me look at the map, though. Floor 5, because this is like the tower of the castle. I like that it doesn't show the stuff that's like covered in darkness as well. That's helpful. That's good. That's like really helpful for dungeon design, where like you have 2 areas that are connected technically, but there's actually not because it's easier to load when it's just like separate rooms. That's good. That's good stuff. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind for future reference. Because then I can have outside and inside. Kinda. It's huge. Actually huge. Anyway, let's fight this thing. It's a shadow. And the gold one. And there's snowballs. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. We're just trading hits. Okay, I'm alive. Just gotta take out the wizard now. Oh, that does damage. That does damage. I'm gonna die. It'd probably be a good idea to have a fairy somewhere. So I think I'm gonna not publish this right now. How do I return? Exit dungeon. I'm gonna have to keep editing it, aren't I? Just waiting on until dawn right now. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have to either make the boss easier or make the player stronger. It feels like a pretty completed dungeon already, so I don't know how to go about this. Why is there a random nothingness? Let me get rid of that real quick. What's the best move here? I need to fix the boss key room as well. Put a little pillar there. That should stop it from breaking. Just to push it down, back, and around. I think that's stuck in these positions that I want it to be stuck in, so that's good. I guess the other thing I can do is sword coins. Let me give these to enemies. Maybe hide them a few other places as well. It means you have to like interact with everything, but it could be for the best, I think. Like, I'm just gonna like make everything required, basically. Get in there. Like, most of these things will die anyway, so it's probably fine. Also, I'm gonna have to adjust things once I figure out how many coins there are and how many we can set at the cost. Although we might be able to customize that now. Those are required, so I probably shouldn't set required kills as things I need to collect. Same with these. These ones are optional, so let me do a bunch of that. Put a coin in there. Put a coin in here. One in there. One in there. The copy feature is so helpful. Pretty sure we need to fight all these. So those are required to begin with. There's a few pots here that we can make use of. It makes it a bit harder for healing, but it means we're also like gonna keep our health the whole way through anyway, so. I didn't mean to do that. So sometimes when I click down, it doesn't... It thinks I'm holding the mouse down sometimes still, even when I'm not. But that should be all of that then. Okay. Then maybe like right before the boss. Let's make a pedestal. Money. We can set the price to a bunch of things. We can also make it like we don't have to get all the coins. We just get like enough coins. So right now there's 34. So there's 4 extra ones if we went to 30. But I might actually go like 25 for this. I also put this on a different floor than this one. Yeah. Let's get out another heart. Also, I hope this isn't boring me going through this same dungeon repeatedly. Also, I can't make it ice when it's on the pedestal like that. That's a shame. Try to make this one ice, though. For when we click that. Okay. I wish they made a Zelda game like this. Yeah, that'd be cool. This is pretty good, though. I still don't think that's enough health, really. I might still want to ferry somewhere. Like, I think maybe if we went back to the first room here, make some way that we can actually get a secret. Can't tie this to something, but that's okay. We can make some light tied to something else. So let me set this up here as these. Don't affect the light of the room. That there. Put the fairy into one of these ice blocks. You can see it at the beginning of the game, or the dungeon. But then we also have these light spots that we tie to the torches in the room. So when they're all lit, they'll do that. And I guess we could just, like, set them... Either we have, like, a large one, or we have smaller ones. We could have a much larger light area. Here, like that. There's, like, these other small blocks as well, but we're just gonna leave them, so... Let the fans make their own dungeons, yeah. Although it doesn't really do much for, like, a full game, but it is cool to just, like, make dungeons for people to play in. Questmaster is really good, and they've been updating the game, like, every weekend. Like, every weekend for, like, half a year. That's the time I've been playing anyway. But, like, every weekend probably before that as well. As long as this has been in development, they've been adding updates, basically. There's also a free demo on Steam as well, which I'd highly recommend. It's got a lot of stuff, like, missing from it, but you can, like... There's some basic tools that it gives you. Basic items in, like, the first dungeon theme. So if you want to, like, get a feel for it, and then, like, see if you want to get more stuff, you can try it out. I made a whole dungeon, like that, basically. Also, I might do that thing again, test it out. Yeah, that looks good. Guess I want to exit. And let's try again for upload. Hopefully we're balanced enough with the boss to succeed now. Because, oh my goodness, the amount of hours I've spent in this dungeon now is insane. See the fairy in there, but we can't do anything about it. Do kind of need to fight these as well. Really hope my game doesn't crash again, because that'd be bad. It's lagging a little bit more than I'd like. We might be fine. Also, when the ice platforms start to move, they don't... Because they're ice platforms, they make you jolt a little bit and it makes you slide backward. That's a little bit concerning. I can definitely see why there isn't a 3D version of this. Because 3D dungeons is a whole other thing. Same with Mario Maker, really. 3D levels. It'd be cool, but it would be insane to actually make it work in a format where the players can make their own like levels. Ow. I got frozen. Can I unfreeze him? Thank you. Go. One of these has a coin. That one. Cool. So I wonder if I can get these to jump into the hole. I don't think I'll find out because they only had to take 2 hits to take out, so... But I think if they fall in the hole, they might, like, fall to the floor below. Maybe? Alright, I can go down, can't I? How many times have I been through this dungeon? I don't remember already. Oh no. I forget. Also, it's interesting that when we raise the water level... Oh, I forgot to light the torches. That's such a bad mistake. I'll come back for it. We can come back from above. We have to come back anyway, so... It's just like, it would be better to get it now. I was going too fast. I have brain bad. Don't ask. I've got brain bad. You know? Oh my goodness. Ow. How many times have I been through this dungeon? Yes. That's true of every dungeon though. I have no idea how much testing I've had to go through. All I have to go by is the amount of hours I played this on Steam. 48 hours. Plus any hours that I had to spend in the demo. Ow. Can I please? I got lucky last time, I think. I've got brain bad. Jeremy 2025. That's accurate. I walked into that. Okay, one more hit. There we go. One's in the water again. The only thing that could make this fight worse is if I made the ground ice. Making the ground ice would be bad. should not implement more ice physics than I already have. Especially for that boss room at the end of this, so... Grab that. Go up this way. Also need to remember to light the torches on this pass here. There we go. And once I get to the other side, it might be a good idea to... check the other heart that I forgot to get. It is nice though, because I have... all the dungeons I've made pretty much are... oh, these are all watery? Oh, there they go. Are available to play. I wonder if you can play other people's dungeons from the demo. I can't remember, but you might be able to actually play more dungeons that have more things in them with a free demo. I might try booting it up and seeing if that's actually the case. After I've posted this dungeon, that is. Checkpoint. We have enough coins now as well, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh boy, the lag. I think it's these enemies, mainly. Let's drop down. Nice. Do I do the block puzzle now, or do I come back for it? I should probably do it now. And then get it when we go back down. Once we get the boss key stuff done. How do you rate my dungeon? I don't know. Just like asking, because I put so much into this. Is it good? Bad? I don't know. That's down there now. We don't have to worry about that until a little bit later. Point. More coins. Only 2 more coins left. Please don't go on the walls. I've had that happen consistently, so I really don't want that to happen. A boss key. A big key thing. I don't know what they actually call it in this game. Because clearly they have to differentiate a little bit. Could you please? Could you? Apparently not. I have this on my wish list now? Nice. Love to see it. I hope you enjoy it, because it's like really good. I think they plan to release, do the full release sometime this year, and they might actually have more actual game to play. Maybe? I'm not sure. All I know is that we haven't been allowed to go to the castle at all. Or whatever the guards are guarding. Because they might actually have a whole thing that they have planned, but they have to make the engine for it first. So there's 5 different version on Steam. Which one is it? What? What? I mean, it's the one that looks like the one on the schedule. Typed in Quest Master. I saw one, more than one. I mean, it's got like a... How do I describe? It's the one with the sword in the logo as the T. It's also got the Questmaster demo, which is free. Like I said, it's the same one that's in the schedule that I posted. Hopefully my stream doesn't die. Okay, so I have the right one. Nice. Let me just quickly... Oh, I can't do that on the screen because it's not the same that I normally do. But yeah, if you found it, then that's good, so... Good stuff. I fell! Except it can't because there's a block that just fell down and it's gonna take the spot up, basically. I wonder if you can fall before the block and then have it land on you and break? I wonder. Because then you'd have to, like you could... Oh, no, I guess you could still solve the puzzle. You just have to carry the key onto the switches. That'd be pretty good, though. Really? Where's faster? I can't remember. I think it's up. And then down. Because it lands on the thing there. Jeremy, this game is scary. Look at that key. It has a face. It does. It's angry face key. It's alive, man. It's alive. Nah, it's fine. It's also pretty cool with some of the glitches that you can do in the game to get out of bounds, kinda. But not really. But I made a whole dungeon based around, like, getting stuck inside the wall. I don't think they've even fixed it, but maybe. I should play it again to find out. Light that up. Well, I guess it's not alive anymore, it's frozen. Well, now it's unfrozen. And now it's just ice key. Which is cool. Pun not intended. How am I missing two... How am I missing two things? Got the heart crystal there, though. Oh, they're probably in the pots at the very end. But now we can also light these up. I forgot about this. I guess we don't need the fairy until now, though, so... Light those up. Get the fairy. That will revive us if we die. Let's go to the boss. This door also stays open, so we can go back if we want to. Another heart crystal, and we should be ready to go, hopefully. I guess there's still another one, isn't there? Because I'm absolutely insane. I've set it up to have as many things as possible. Because I died so much to the boss that I think I need to rebalance it out as much as possible. Extra heart. Makes that 7. And let's go. That was fast. I'm almost frozen though. And there's 2 wizards. I'm frozen. I'm at half health as well. Can I unfreeze? Thank you. Ow. Please don't. Oh my goodness. We haven't even taken out the shadow yet. There we go. But I want to stay on the carpet area so you don't get affected as much by the ice on the side of the room. Oh boy, big attack. Ow. Frozen. That's bad. At least we have a lot of health for these. It's not too bad now. But this, like, room is kind of inspired by, the boss from Twilight Princess, kinda. It's just a very cool boss. How much health do they have? And can I not get frozen? Actually quite difficult when they freeze you as well. I feel like this is a good balance, though, despite everything. How many attacks? It seems a lot more reasonable if you have the fairy, but if you don't have the fairy, then I don't know what you do. Because I would have lost completely if I didn't grab the fairy. That's one. So maybe it might still be too difficult. There we go. That drops the ice crystal to end the level. And there we go. We're finally done. We finally finished it. All the testing is complete. Kholdheart Castle. Not hard, but fairly big. I should have retitled the... Yeah. I guess if you get everything, it's not too hard. But if you forget that fairy at the beginning of the level, then I don't know. Oh my goodness. I'm free. Now to look for eggs, because I wanted to do that earlier. They added, like an Easter bunny with some hidden eggs around the village. I want to go get them. How many more do I need? You haven't found them all yet. Don't walk inside buildings. Also, if you can't find any more, come back later and continue war search. Easter Banui. Yep. Easter Banui. And it talks like they're adorable. We haven't found them all yet. It's an Uwu bunny. Why am I missing eggs? No inside buildings, that's good information. But there must be like more in the middle of town somewhere that I'm missing somewhere. Was that an egg? Thought I saw something, but I guess not. Oh, there's an egg. Also got another shell game because we spent enough time in dungeon making. Today's prize. A few things wait for you to play like dungeons or make dungeons before giving you more things to get. So you kind of supposed to go in and out of editing more often, but I don't, so. Got another ring there. Let's see. See any eggs? Eggs C? I don't see any more eggs. Nothing new there. There's an egg. How did I miss that? It's right there. Maybe I should recheck a few areas. Although I also wanted to check how many, like if it was enough eggs or not. Raise rings. Makes all your attacks miss. What a ring. I'd spend all my time in the editor. Yeah, I do. I do that. But there are some cool things you can unlock for exiting, basically. Just walking around in between edits. I haven't found them all yet. I feel like I can find more of these now. I just don't remember where I've already looked and where they might be. They're pretty subtle though, so... Oh, there's an egg. How did I miss that one? Can you put the ring in a dungeon? Yes, you can. Somebody put a ring that makes you take more damage from enemies and no hearts spawn into a dungeon, and I didn't realize it, and I picked it up. It said on this text that it would do that, and I didn't read it, and it was suffering, basically. There's an egg there. How did I miss that egg? I'm losing my mind. I went right around the egg. I'm pretty sure, unless they like spawn in at different times. Like I'm certain I checked that spot. How many are there? I don't know. Oh, there's 15. It says on the top right of the screen. I don't pay attention to things. There should be 5 more. How is there 5 more? I've got 10 out of 15. There's an egg there. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. In pots, like Zelda? I don't think they are, but I can check. All of them have been visible so far, so... Go back here, but I don't think there's anything of value. Not inside buildings is kind of wild. Also break the rocks. If you see an egg, just yell at me. I'll know what you mean. I don't think they're in the pots though, sadly. I haven't found one around Lucky's Locks, which is concerning to me. Like, I feel like there would be one around here. Oh, yeah, like, yeah! If I see an egg. Yeah, thank you. This is exactly what I want. Sorry for the volume. If that was bad. Frames? Yeah, I might be dropping frames. I've dropped 9%, almost 10% of the frames, so... Can't really do much about it, unfortunately. Unless I lower the quality, which I could do. I've thought about it. It's mostly fine at 720. But I could drop it. It wouldn't be that huge of a loss, I think. That was what I was hoping for. Nice, you're welcome. How am I missing 5, 4 still? I can numbers. Is that soccer ball an egg? No, I think it's just actually a soccer ball. Go look at that. One of the first things you interact with, so I don't really bother anymore. It's a ball! Can knock it around. Give you a sword. I'm checking everywhere. I'm not finding it though. I know they say not to find them all immediately. Ah, the ball is just soccer. Just like real life. Get so disappointed. Where are the eggs? I know they say not to go get them all at once, but I want them. I already have 11 out of 15, so we're like so close. I can't help you search. Fair enough. I wonder if there maybe is like one behind buildings. Maybe you just like can't see them exactly. You just have to feel around for them. Maybe. Have you got an egg? Give me the egg. You will give me your egg. Oh, I think they might also possibly be in trees because we can kind of roll into them. Maybe. I'm not seeing any eggs, so I don't know. Right back there. No egg. I thought I saw a blue one and then frames. Oh. There's some birds, but I don't think they're... You're all onto the table. I mean, probably. Nah. Not working. There's birds! Birds have eggs! Give them! Give! I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm going insane. More than I already have. I haven't checked this area too much, I don't think. Bunch of things here. At the same time, nothing. Nothing at all. I'll put this rock down very gently. There you go. I'm gonna tuck this rock into bed. I think there's some areas we can't also get into. It's a mushroom, I think. But they might also, like, be adding more stuff in later. These areas, which would be cool to see. If there's an egg that just, like, blends in with something, I'm never gonna see it. I'm never gonna see it. Also, my snowman does not help with trying to find things. Oh, puppy, you can make the puppy happy. Happy, doggo. Doggo happy. Hang on, hang on. How do I... Zoom. Doggo happy. Where am I missing egg? Been like pretty much everywhere. Don't sort the puppy. I'm not trying to sort the puppy, I just need to click out of things. It's fine. But very, very true rules. Do not sword the puppy. Words to live by, really. These mushrooms and like, things on the ground confuse me sometimes. A little bit. Okay, so if you were the devs and you're hiding eggs around, where would you put them? Asking for a friend. You got an egg? Wonder what's happening at the castle. Why are they not letting us through anymore? I actually heard. Hold it. You stop sneaking up on us. So it sounds like there is some stuff happening at the castle. We just can't do that. Also, wonder if like maybe they spawn in at different times. So you can only get so many eggs all at once. Which would be very disappointing. Very devastating, really, after searching this much. If I, like, go in here... Also, we've got another Lucky Locks. This is not Tingle. This is Lucky. And it gives us the key to open up a chest. Nope. And some of the chests have, extra keys in them to open up another chest, so... Yeah, they only spawn at certain times. Oh my goodness. Ah, so you can't get them all at once. All the searching that I just did for nothing. I have to search everywhere again. That is devastating. It's understandable that they can't just have them all out at once. But that is devastating. There's another one there. See, this is how I was walking around them before and not actually picking them up, because they weren't there when I was checking now. It all makes sense now. Another one here, and the last one up there, so... Turns out it's a lot easier when they're actually there. 15 of 15. Congratulations! We've found all the eggs I've hidden. Here, take this special egg. Got a mysterious egg. Looks like it needs time to hatch. Happy Easter. Thank you. No longer Easter, but I appreciate it. Let's go put this egg away for now. Need some more time to hatch, so. But with that, that's probably everything I need to really do. I might, however, play some of the levels that I've already made. It's got a whole menu board here for playing different things that people have made. You can play like favorites, ones you've liked, ones you've played before but haven't liked or have liked. New ones and popular ones, and best rated. But let me look at mine. Oh, I got a few badges here. Play during the Halloween event, play during the winter event, play during the Easter event. Apparently I still managed to catch that somehow. And got early access version. I have 2 followers, apparently. Uploaded levels. Not very well received for some of these, but that's fair enough. Silkwood Temple, though, I made with the demo, and it has the most likes, somehow. I need to see if the Almost Impossible Tomb still works. Let's find out. Because there was a glitch that allowed you to go through boss doors a certain way. But this whole dungeon's theme is basically... you get a bunch of boss keys. And that's the dungeon. So we can jump through here. I forget where I need to stand. I think it's just like on the side. And because there's a block stopping me from going through the door properly, it's still in the wall. Oh, that didn't work quite right. Oh, no, it did. So I'm still in the wall and I can actually get over here. We're not supposed to be able to get to. I needed a boss key. I forgot everything about this dungeon. Like, this is like a cool concept, but I did it wrong. That's fine. This one here, we can unlock. But like, this is just a whole dungeon based on a glitch and lots of boss keys, basically. Just walk through here, casually. I need to stand a certain spot for this. I think it's in the middle. Nope, it's on the bottom side. I had the pots here in the first room to indicate where you needed to stand, but I forgot, so. Try the other side, because the other side's got to be in the middle. There's also a secret way to solve this in case that the bug ever gets fixed, so. Right through the middle. Go through the invisible wall, hole in the wall. Okay, we can unlock this. We also have a shape key here, which we can then take over here, just across the gap, and insert to where it needs to go. Oh, that's the wrong way back. I forgot how this works. We need to go through here this way. Okay, now we can solve the other side. It's not gonna be a fast run of this, but at least it'll be a cool look at it, since it still works. I'm surprised it still works. I would have thought that they'd patch the bug, but I'm glad that they haven't because I can use it. Do I need to fall down? Or do I need to go... I think I need to use this. I think falling down is the way back. Go right into there. Cross here. It took a lot of testing to make sure that this would be able to work still. Because you can otherwise sometimes break out of bounds and just get stuck permanently. But that gives us the spectral lantern, which also allows us to see the invisible platforms I put in just in case it ever breaks forever. I also get a bunch of extra heart crystals here because I thought it looked cool with a theme. Pretty much. Just have to light these two lanterns here though to get out. I think there's a way you can actually get the things for this, right? I guess because you can jump, you can actually go get the shapes and then get them across these gaps. It's been too long since I last checked though. But because we can also get a boss key in here, we can also get across this gap here to there. And we have the glider to get anywhere else we need to get to. That should be everything. Just a cool little showcase, I guess. But there we go. Also, I love the pyramid theme. I need to use it again. Not too bad. Hey, I got an email about my Kholdheart Castle being uploaded. Unplayed, though. I do want to check the other thing, though, that I mentioned before about the demo. So let me actually exit out of the game. Because I want to see if you can actually play other like, full dungeons without having the full game. My computer is struggling. Struggling. I don't know if I have the demo installed, though. I might have uninstalled it. Best master there. I might have uninstalled the demo, so I can't really test it out. My theory. That's a shame. It's probably understandable that I don't need it, so. I don't know what to do now. Do I do more dungeon making, or do I change things up? I'm a little bit done, kinda. Let me have a look at things. How are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. I might be done for today, honestly. Wish I had music right now. I should open up the game again, except it's gonna lag. It's fine. I'll do it anyway. Otherwise, I could start working on another dungeon with the new theme. Might be the way to go. Just also have to remember to have lunch at some point. I can wait. I'm not too hungry right now, so. Like, yeah. I'd highly recommend Questmaster. For anyone interested. What's the new theme? So we had like a forest theme, a volcano theme, like a Tower of Winds theme, a coral like water cave theme, and then the ice theme. But now there's also like a what's the words? Like a thunderstorm, like slightly metallic thinking of words. Kind of dungeon, I don't know. Let me... I could actually go to a different dungeon to show this off better. Probably. So the themes basically are... like the which game you want to play in. Well, like, yeah, you've played Mario Maker. You probably know what I'm trying to explain. Let me go back to Kholdheart Castle. I'm not going to change it. But if we just look around at everything here, we can change the theme to Moonlight Brambles, which looks very different. It looks a bit weird because it's got the ice floors there, which is not wouldn't have normally, probably in a Moonlight Brambles level. Like Thunder Vault Bastion. And also change the... Wait, is it per floor? Is it actually per floor? I did not realize that. We could actually like completely switch it up. Oh, interesting. I could make a whole thing off of this. We got Moonlight Brambles, Thunderbolt Bastion, Emberstone Quarry. Also, that's interesting. Got the floor like that. I don't think that hurts to walk on, but it's cool. It's like embers. Dewdrop Roots, which is like the forest. And Sandswept Ruins. So you can like pick your theme. Oh, and Gustwind's Palace, right. So you can check, like, you set your theme. Apparently per floor, as it turns out. I could make a whole dungeon around different themes, like reusing places I've had, so. Oh, and Deep Coral Cove as well. That's just super cool that you can do all these different things. There's a lot. But yeah, I should try making a multi-theme dungeon. Especially like reusing places. Although I also need to make some more rooms now. Because the game has like a copy and paste thing where you can select an area and then copy it. But it also has a thing where you can then like set a selection to save for later, basically. As a blueprint. So like that. It's unnamed though, so I have to actually go through and name them. But it means I can reuse a bunch of rooms and make an amalgamation of dungeon. Which I really want to make use of somehow. I can't say that's gonna be good, but I can do it anyway. Nothing can stop me. Just do all this first floor. I guess we go up the next floor first, don't we? Kinda. There's also a lot of transitional rooms I don't need to save, but I could. I think I will. Get me to pick that up. I don't think that broke anything, but it's... You need to be careful about what you pick up and what you put down. My computer's gonna absolutely hit me. It's fine. Save all of these. I wonder how much people mix up the theme. Because I didn't even know that was a feature until now, so... How's this gonna work with the shadow? I don't know. Large rooms are gonna take a bit probably as well. That's a whole area here. I forgot this was one room. I forget sometimes. I have been given unlimited power, so I must abuse it. What did I do? Oh, it's... Game? 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 I've lost control. Game? Game? I completely lost control. Why? Might be crashing. Oh, no. Game? It does... I don't think it's liked me making so many blueprints, probably. Game. Why? Game. So sad. But, like, I can't do anything now. Goodbye, game. It will be missed. I mean, I got most of the rooms saved, so... I just missed the rest of the tower and the boss room. I think there's also mod support for this, but there's... I don't know how many mods have been made for it yet. Goodbye, game. Good night, moon. Cue the credits. Roll the theme. Back to the make. In case you're ending Hunniebee. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, the ads just played, so I don't know if it would be a great time to end now, but I could, so. Unless you had an idea. I don't know. I mean, the point of the direct the raid is that it actually directs the raid. Otherwise, I'd have to give you points back, probably. Which room was I up to? We got 3. Did we? Let me check the blueprints, since it should be here. We just got 1, actually. We got that one, but not this one. I think it might have confused the game because we're on a different floor, the selection, so I have to actually, like, select a different floor before saving it. Never mind, I broke it again. Maybe I should end. Maybe I should, because I keep breaking it. And I have to close the game and then restart it every time, so it might just be better to end. Unfortunately for me, that's okay. It's been good. Made a lot of dungeon things happened. My computer is still exploding. I don't think it likes Steam. I don't think Steam likes my computer either. Why is everything exploding? I don't know. Just give me a moment to actually set up the raid then. Let me see if I can find the thing. Oh, go away. Stop it. My computer's going insane. There it is. But yeah. I'm not sure if I'll do more on stream, but like, it's the easiest way for me to do it at the moment, because I've been doing so much streaming that it's a bit hard to do it off stream. At the very least, I could like show off like the new stuff and then work on dungeons in my own time, probably. Because I would absolutely get lost in that more if I just did it like that. It's just trying to keep track of what's new. Is the other thing I need to do, basically. But yeah. I want to thank everyone for joining today. I want to thank CJ for the resub. Appreciate that a lot. It's been a lot of Pokemon in chat. I don't really realize how much there is in there until it's too late. All my social links are through my link tree, so you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky. You can even go to the Discord there, which is where I usually post my schedule and any updates I have, so as well as videos from my YouTube. But yeah, that's where you can find all the things there. There's the message to copy and paste once we arrive at Hunniebee's stream. Let me see if it'll allow me to raid. Stream is intended for mature audiences, so make sure you're age appropriate, ready to view. I don't know how to words good. But yeah, that is it for now. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.